of Earthrealm to another Mortal Kombat mobile video. Shall we begin?
Hi guys, and welcome back to another character review. This time I did no votes on Twitter because MK11 Skarlet is still a very new character and I just unlocked her, so I took the opportunity to get right to it. Just be aware that my Skarlet is stock fusion and therefore not very strong yet. MK11 Skarlet is part of the Outworld class and her passive is called Rain of Blood. When Skarlet defeats an opponent, she makes blood rain for 60 seconds. While it is raining blood, Skarlet gets a 50% damage boost, and MK11 teammates apply bleed on combo enders, as well as gain heavy vampirism against bleeding opponents. Skarlet's gear piece is called the Vial of Infinite Blood, and it gives 35% unblockable chance on basic attacks. The owner is healed when bleeding for 100% of bleed damage, which is for Skarlet characters only, and 50% chance to cause bleeding on combo ender. So with the bleed on combo ender, she basically does the same thing as MK11 teammates while it is raining blood, just that MK11 Skarlet is able to do it all the time. For her feats of strength, she will have to win 500 matches in battle mode to unlock her rune. For her victory stances, she will need 750 faction wars fights. To unlock all her taunts, you have to knock out 500 katana enemies. For the icons, she will need 1000 knockouts. For her backgrounds, she has to win 200 matches in challenge mode. For her titles, she has to perform 3000 combo enders. And now, as always, we take a look at her victory stances. And we are starting with the first one, called Double Down. Her second one is called No Chance. The third one is the Bleeder. And exclusive for MK11 Skarlet only, the Crimson Reaper. And unfortunately I don't have any of the final two unlocked yet. I was unlucky in feats of strength. So on your victory screen I can show you only the No Chance variation. Then let's have a quick look at all her backgrounds. Now we take a look at her icons. And finally the titles. MK11 Skarlet has two kinds of combo enders, and both of them knock the enemy down to the floor. And just keep in mind that if you have her gear maxed out, these can apply bleed at any given time. Just that my Vial of Infinite Blood is only like Fusion 6, I believe. The Crushing Blow is also tied to the combo ender system, and it seems to only trigger while it's raining blood. And even though some people say that it always triggers while it's raining blood and she performs it on bleeding opponents, I cannot confirm that. I have tried it in different situations and sometimes it triggers and sometimes it doesn't. So my personal assumption would be that it might be like a 50-50 chance. But one thing is definitely for sure, it has to be Rain of Blood going on. MK11 Skarlet's special one is called the Cell Siphon. And here is also a very interesting thing, because sometimes it seems to just break up the block of the opponent, while sometimes it doesn't. But most of the time when it happens, I can say that my opponent definitely was weaker than my Skarlet, while the block wasn't broken up while the opponent was stronger. Maybe that's a requirement, because it doesn't matter how much percentage you hit or something, even 100% doesn't always break the block. But the special one definitely causes bleed. Her special 2 is called the Simple Slaughter, and here we have the same thing. Sometimes it can break the block, as you just saw here, but that also is not always a given. Extremely useful though is that she cripples upon special 2s. Skarlet's fatal blow is called Bloody Fun, and aside from looking absolutely gorgeous, it has a bleeding effect tied to it, just in case that your opponent would survive this attack. In terms of the animation, it kind of looks like a little mix between MK11 Jade and MK11 Raiden. While the knife slit will clearly remind you of MK11 Jade, the throwing of the spear definitely resembles MK11 Raiden's staff attack. In any way, it looks great. Her passive Rain of Blood triggers always when she knocks out one opponent, while Skarlet and MK11 teammates gain bleeding on combo enders. Skarlet gains this extreme damage buff, which makes her a very dangerous opponent while it's raining blood for 60 seconds, and in many cases it will never stop to rain because she will knock out one by one. Overall, MK11 Skarlet is a great addition to the MK Mobile roster, and I already can see when she's higher fusion and therefore stronger, she will be a great pair together with Vampirus Melina, for example, or Classic Scorpion, even Dark Lord Kotal Khan, like basically everybody who causes bleed. And my favorite setup in terms of gear is definitely to give her another block breaker with the bladed fan, because this way she can gain health back on special ones. I'm combining that with Kobujutsu blades, which give her 50% damage boost on basic attacks, but also on special one gives her health back. And then on top adding the Tarkarten Gi, which also enables you to gain health back on special ones. Because this way, every time you perform a special one, you're almost destined to get some health back. Combined with her own gear, where she gets health back as soon as somebody makes her bleed, that's an absolutely deadly combination. And a lot of fun if you want to remain longer on the field with your character. And even in terms of strategy gameplay, she is quite amazing, since she has that cripple effect on her special 2. So in the right moment you just can tag her in, disable special attacks from your opponents, and get the upper hand. And one thing is certain, once you face her as an opponent, you definitely want to make sure that she will not knock you out, especially when they play MK11 teams, to just not give the MK11 teammates the benefit of getting vampirism or bleed on combo enders. But yeah, that was MK11 Skarlet in a nutshell for you. KC over and out for today.
Thank you for watching, Realm. If you enjoyed the slaughter and the bloodshed, you can support the channel by clicking on the like button. You can also click on one of the two videos presented by Baraka here. Also make sure that you are subscribed and click the bell notification icon to be notified upon new uploads. You all know the drill. Wound not kill, have a good one, and see you next time.